Hey everybody, it's Rob from Crown of Thorns. Just wanted to make a short video to kind of add a sort of addendum to the last two videos that I've done. The video for the Great Pyramid went up today, which is Wednesday, and I touched on the empty tomb, the King's Chamber in the pyramid, and I meant to correlate that to something and forgot to. The correlation, of course, being that that is the only pyramid in which the King's Chamber remains empty, which is symbolic and foretelling of the empty tomb that we know for Jesus. Jesus rose again. He's alive. He is alive right now. So his tomb was left empty, which again correlates back to the empty King's Chamber of the Great Pyramid. So just another connection between those two things. Secondly, the video that I filmed today, which will go up Sunday, May 30th, there was a topic I meant to touch on and I forgot to, in regards to husbands and wives and having respect for your spouse. Well, I find that there are some people who are married, but they will make comments about other people of the opposite gender that I think go a little bit too far. Now, we would all be lying and in denial if we were to say that just because we're married, we don't notice how nice somebody else might look. Okay? We are visual beings, especially men. So there are times when we see somebody of the opposite gender and we think, oh, that's a nice looking person. But it should end right there. That should be it. You stop. Okay, you can make that acknowledgement and then separate yourself from it almost at the same time, almost immediately. To spend any more time thinking about that is sin. Jesus said that if you lust after a woman or man, depending on your gender, you have already committed adultery in your heart. So if you are thinking about somebody or focusing on somebody or making comments about somebody, about other, outside of just saying that they're a nice looking person, you are basically already committing adultery in your heart. Okay, if there's a model or an actress or an actor or a singer or your neighbor, whomever, that you spend way too much time thinking about or way too much time talking about or making comments about their appearance, outside of, yeah, I think that's a nice looking person, you are committing adultery. Okay, already committed adultery in your heart. I've heard people say, oh, I watched this television program because so-and-so is in it and he or she is so hot. And I'm thinking, you're married and you're making comments like that? And you're watching a television program or a movie or watching a singer or whatever for that very reason? I'm sorry, your heart's not right. Your heart is not right. Not only that, but that's a tremendous amount of disrespect to your spouse. Okay? There are obviously, I see a lot of people, I play in a band, I run a business, doing wedding services, so I see a lot of people. And, but I'm married. I'm married. So if I see a woman and she's an attractive woman, of course, I'm not going to pretend like I don't notice. Of course, I say, oh, that girl's pretty. But it stops there. That's it. I don't go any farther with it. I don't think about things. I certainly wouldn't turn to someone and, nudge them and, hey, buddy, look at that girl. Or, hey, the only reason I DJ is so I can check out chicks. That's wrong. That would be wrong. That's sinful. So if you are doing that in any capacity, with a singer, an actor, an actress, your neighbor, a person you work with, you need to stop. You are committing adultery in your heart according to what Jesus said. You need to not do that. It's a tremendous amount of disrespect to your spouse, but also it's a sin against God. Okay? So I wanted to add those two things, addendums to those two videos. I hope you enjoyed the videos. Take care and God bless.